Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today I want to talk about what I took over here when I came over here and what I wish I had taken. When you come over here, the flight is very long and there's a lot of layovers and stuff. My layover was in Beijing or Peking, or I think they're both the same. I don't know. I'm not that much up on China too much. It's not one of my favorite subjects. But anyway, I landed in Peking and at the airport there, and one thing I was hungry for American food, and I didn't like the food on the plane because I took China Airlines, and they had given me all native Chinese food on the plane, and I didn't like it. I'm very picky about my food, guys, and the food that they served on the planes was not regular Chinese food. Let me tell you, it was kind of like strange foods, so I didn't recognize what it was or whatever. But the guy next to me made out he was Chinese, and he loved all the extra food because I was living off like snacks like peanuts and stuff like that. But the one thing I want to mention to you guys is when you're traveling, make sure you travel comfortably, guys. Take some roll-on deodorants with you because your deodorant's not going to last 24 hours. Let me tell you, when you get off the plane, you're going to smell. And take some cologne or something with you and breath mints or something, because when you get to the airport, if your girlfriend's gonna meet you, you're gonna stink. I mean, because you've been at the airport for a while before you get on the plane. I got there like I didn't want to bother the people to get up that were taking me into the airport, so what I did was I had them take me in there the night before, and I just got in there around 12, and I just slept like 5 hours. I didn't even really sleep out. I was up 5 hours. I was already excited about getting to the Philippines and starting my new life. But when I got to the airport, I was just wandering around the airport, looking around and talking to my girlfriend online on my phone. And but when I get onto the plane, like before I left, I had like a really good breakfast in Boston. And then I went to New Jersey after that. And then from New Jersey, we left for China. And I believe it was, I can't remember, I think it was in New Jersey. I had something like a chowder or something like that. It was still kind of early in the morning. I think I had like a chowder. They were just making their chowders, and I could smell it. And I asked them if I could have a chowder. I believe it was a fish chowder or a clam chowder or something. I had that before I left. So it would hold me over for at least a couple hours. But the flight, man, was like 22 to 24 hours all the time, with all the layovers and everything, according to what it said on the ticket. And it seems like it's like 36 hours or 48 hours. It really does, guys. You're sitting on that plane. You got to get up and walk around. You want to be comfortable. Get one of those little pillows you can put around your neck. They're well worth it, guys. Put it in your carry-on luggage, and make sure you got, when you guys are coming over here new and you're coming over here permanently, a lot of you guys are going to become minimalists. You have to come here. I can pack all my stuff into 2 pieces of luggage and a carry-on. Okay, and now I have more stuff because I live here and I'm here permanently, so it really doesn't matter. And most of my stuff back home I gave away, but I overpacked my luggage and I paid the excess fee. But you have to make sure you don't go over that excess. And there's bad things about overpacking your luggage. It does a job on your luggage. It rips, it tears. If you can get it, wrapped with that plastic at the airport, some airports do that, some places don't. I highly recommend it, as long as you can see the tags on top, so when it goes through the stuff, it'll be fine. If I recommend using good luggage, because it's gonna rip. I bought some cheap luggage at one of those discount stores, and by the time I got over here, it was all ripped up. I actually had one piece of luggage that was actually a good piece of luggage, and even that got torn up and beat up and broken. And so I recommend buying decent luggage, because you're gonna use it. At some point later on, you're probably gonna use it again. Maybe you might want to go on a trip or something, or on a vacation over here. You might want to go to Singapore or Hong Kong or Thailand or Japan or something like that while you're over here. And that it pays to have that good luggage. But when you're on the planes and you're traveling, guys, the things you want to have is like a disposable toothbrush or toothpaste, and you can buy them. There's disposable ones you can buy at like CVS or something. I highly recommend that. Breath mints, deodorants for sure. You know, like wipes, so you can wipe your face or use it, you know, even in the bathroom or something to basically take your shirt off and wipe down so you don't smell. You know, during the flight you can kind of wipe up and just wipe your body. And I recommend wearing shorts because that way you can wipe your legs and stuff with the wipes. Okay, a lot of people don't think about this stuff, but I mean, call me anal, but that's the way I am, you know. I mean, I like to be clean. And these are the things I thought of after that I could have made my life a little bit better. And sometimes when you're on the flight, you're sleepy, you're tired, you're groggy, you forget about these things. But keep them handy so that you remember them. Like keep them like in like one of those a fanny pack or something like that on you, that's on you, so you know that you have that stuff with you. But the toothbrush, things like that, you really want to have that. You know, the wipes, the baby wipes or something, you can get different types. You can get the alcohol ones or whatever. You wipe your face and it just dries you out and gets rid of that sweat from being on the plane and the stinkiness and stuff, you know. But a little bit of, you can, you know, you can't carry a lot of liquid stuffs with you, a lot of liquids with you. But once you get inside the airport past customs, you can buy food, you can buy snacks, you can buy a sandwich to take on the plane. You know, I highly recommend, guys, and some of you guys will be leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning. It's harder to get sandwiches and stuff like that in the airport. But when you leave, bring a sandwich with you, or possibly 2 sandwiches or what have you, you know, and it'll help you, because when you get on the plane, if you don't like the food, you know what I'm saying? It's at least the sandwich will be there for like, it'll be good for 2 or 3 hours. Unless it's like a peanut butter and jelly, it'll probably last longer. But yeah, it'll last longer. It'll be fine for like 3 or 4 hours, I would say. But, and you might, maybe the stewardess can put it in the refrigerator for you. You can ask her. Can't hurt to ask. You know, they could put the sandwich in the refrigerator for you, you know, on the plane. Say, could you put this in the fridge? And I'm willing to bet you probably 9 out of 10 of them would probably say, yeah, sure, I'll put it in the fridge for you. You know, maybe they won't. If they don't, just eat it in like a couple hours or whatever. It can't hurt to ask. But, you know, bring some maybe potato chips or some other type of snack, or make a snack. It might be hard to get through customs, but maybe some stuff they'll let you take through customs. You can always check online to see what you can bring through customs as, you know, for food. But try that, because, you know, when I was traveling, that was the one thing I was thinking about the whole time, was eating. Because I hated their food. I didn't like their food. I was buying bags of peanuts and stuff like that, you know, and it just sucked making a flight and not being able to eat. And I was so hungry when I landed. In the first place I went, because when my girlfriend picked me up, we were traveling home, and it was probably, I believe it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, or maybe 2 a.m. in the morning that I landed, somewhere around there. It was really early in the morning. And I remember going by McDonald's, and I was like, let's stop here, you know, and I brought everybody in the vehicle McDonald's food. It was cheap too, and, you know, it was, you know, you're starving when you get here, so just something to think about. But also, you know, like when you come here, you want to bring like little chocolates and stuff like that to meet you with your girlfriend or whoever's picking you up or whatever at the airport, whether it's going to be another expat or whatever. You know, I've had people that are coming over here that are coming over alone, and they wanted to have somebody to meet here just to feel comfortable that they knew, you know. And, you know, I've gone to the airport here and I've helped them out, you know, and helped them relocate or whatever. And, you know, it's good to have somebody here to meet you sometimes, you know, and feel comfortable. But, and I tell people, if you guys need something, you know, if you need somebody, if you're coming alone and you don't have anybody to meet you at the airport and you want to have somebody meet you just to feel comfortable, you know, if you pay my way up there, I'm not going to charge you for my time. I don't do that. But if you pay for my way up there, and it's not that much, for me and my girlfriend to come up there, we'll meet you, we'll try to help you get settled into a hotel, or we'll try to, you know, help you do whatever. You know, we can sit down and have a cup of coffee, and I'll try to get you situated or whatever. And I don't charge. Okay, you just pay my way up there, pay my way back, and I'm happy. You know, but I'm there for expats, and I'm there for veterans, you know. So like if you need that help, and I can give you a few tips while we're sitting there, and you know, we'll get you shuffled off to a hotel or whatever, you know, and all that. And we can kind of show you around a little bit too if you want. But anyway, guys, I hope that helps. You know, just remember about the excess baggage thing. Make sure that you're dead on the weight. And I always tell people, yeah, I would do the excess baggage because you guys are gonna need extra clothes, and you're gonna want to bring a lot of stuff with you, and it's worth it to pay that excess fee, because over here you have to rebuy all that stuff, and it's gonna be a hassle. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.